Hello, everyone, and welcome to Any Answers Live. Today on the show, we will be discussing payroll, employment tax, and holiday pay. And as always, we want your questions. So plenty to talk about today. And joining me to discuss all of that and much, much more is my star panel. So at first, I'd be delighted to welcome to the program Ian Holloway, payroll consultant, writer, much, much more. Ian, welcome to the show.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much. And we're also joined by Matt Akrigg, a member of the CIPP's policy and research team. Hello, Matt.
Hi, Richard. Thank you very much for having me on.
We'll move on for the time being. We'll pause that topic, move on to the P11D deadline, which is fast approaching, as it always is. And we had, there was news word coming out over the past couple of days around multiple agents. Ian, do you want to give us some background on this one and how that's going to be affecting P11D season?
Yeah, it is interesting. Say you've got an agent that you use to process your payroll, but you've got another agent, and it's quite common. You've got another agent that you use to process either another part of your payroll or maybe your P11Ds. When it comes to the submission of the P11D, well, the agent that's got that access is not that actually the one that actually that wants to do it. And are you referring to the article that was on the ICAEW website? Yeah, and it's a way of getting around that. So it's multiple agents. Is there any way that we can put a link into the chat? I love that article.
I'll take a look. Also, Rebecca Cave, I think, will be taking a look as well over these next couple of days as well. So do look out for that.
Oh, right.
Ultra interesting development as well. Matt, what's kind of your thoughts about this potential, about the situation?
Yeah, I think the focus at the moment with HMRC on moving things over to digital is very apparent. I think it's important to remember that moving things to become digital does not equal tax simplification. And this is one of those things where it's been moved over. We now have a completely digital P11D process, but there's clearly things that they didn't think about before that potentially someone's had to point out to them and come up with a solution. So it's obviously good that they've come up with a solution to allow multiple agents to make those submissions. But it would be nice if these sort of things were a much more thought out process to begin with. But from everything that we've seen, HMRC does seem to be taking the tax simplification stuff very seriously at the moment. So I hope that continues and isn't just a flash in the pan. But again, like I said, I just want to stress, I think digitization does not equal simplification, and that needs to be considered carefully.
I've just dropped the link.
It's consideration. They're doing it, but they're doing it quickly, aren't they? I mean, when did we get an announcement? No paper. I think it was in February Employer Bulletin, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. No paper after the 6th of
yes,
6th
I
of
believe
April.
So.
And I mean that I agree. Things should be digital because that's an easier way of working. But just give us a bit of time because not everybody can react as quickly as HMRC can throwing together this legislation.
It was quite sudden, wasn't it? And I guess that is a trend which we have seen over the last few weeks and months of as HMRC pushes towards this digital by default approach. I think they're at a rapid pace, though, aren't they?
I think payroll professionals dealt with CJRS too efficiently that now they think they can spring things on us with no lead up time.
Well, I guess that certainly is the thing. You've only got yourself to blame for being so
clearly
so efficient.
It's our fault.
Yeah. But with the deadline approaching, Ian, is there anything else we should be concerned about when it comes to P11D? Any other kind of complications which might be coming, might be kind of swirling around at the moment?
I can't think of anything. My hottest, the hottest thing that I think about when I go to bed at night, what wakes me up in the night is given the HMRC's drive to get people to payroll benefits, and the fact that they constantly refer to it as a legacy thing and employers that are yet to do it. I think what employers should do is get their P11Ds out of the way for this year, but then seriously look at, well, what did it take me to do my P11D? And I can get it on an annual basis. Now, if I were to be forced to put it through the payroll on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, what would I need to do? What information would I need to get that I now get annually? What information would I need to get on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? And I do think employers should look seriously at their benefits and consider, do you know, can I payroll that? Can't do it this year. Can I payroll it? And if so, what information do I need? What information do I need to give my employees? Well, your car benefit, in actual fact, you were used to it in on a P11D. Now it's going to go through your payroll. So a big communication, but a big communication exercise, big registration exercise with His Majesty's Revenue and Customs. But I think that's the big thing. The move from voluntary payrolling of benefits to mandatory payrolling of benefits, I think, get in employers whilst it's voluntary.
Anything else out there, Matt?
Yeah, I was trying to rack my brain and think of which consultation it was in. There's so many consultations at the moment. But I do remember seeing something about HMRC seeking views on ways to include in payrolling of benefits those few benefits that are still excluded from payrolling that would still require a P11D. So they're trying to make it work and trying to move, like Ian said, towards that payrolling being the default, which obviously with PAYE, it seems to be the most logical way forward, trying to move everything to a real time rather than an annual basis. So they are working towards it. In terms of P11Ds, I think just a quick reminder that the HMRC's online system for doing the P11Ds can only support up to 500 returns, I believe. So if you need to do more than that, you need to use specialist software. Just don't want anyone getting caught out this close to deadline.
Top tip. Thanks, Matt. Thanks very much, Ian. Thanks, Matt. I think we've certainly gone through a lot over the past 59 minutes. So thank you for talking us through all of that as well. And thank you, Evan, for watching. So for all your news from the world of accounting, join us as ever on accountweb.co.uk. But until next time, bye for now.